welcome back to Patinator Plays Ash of the Gods. I am hopped up in coffee. I have forgotten what we're doing. Were we? Oh, we're Hooper. And we got an upgrade. Yeah, Fireblade. I mean, why not? We got 72% curse. And where are we coming from? Oh yeah, bad shit went down. That's right. We can go to the derelict prison, go into fights. I feel like I want to go into a fight. Maybe reduce the power of our curse. And just go along where the nightmares are coming to. So, I mean, you know what? What? I have no idea whether or not we're actually close to ending the game. I absolutely have no idea. This is going to be awkward once my schedule comes in because I'm 24th. I'll give in. Yes, my stats are lowered, but we can also just attack them from afar with our Flame Blade. Approaching the Toll Collector's Tower, you're met by a small squad of Birkins. Stir Commander Waves 2. I see you're not the enemy. Almost took you for Northerners. I'm Hedasar. Too many names. Sergeant of the Patrol. We're playing tag with Frisians here just so we don't get cocky, but now we need to head to Apocalypse. You, even more so it seems. You asked the Sergeant what the squad's doing by the tower. We've heard the local toll collector, named of Bernard, established a foothold here and doesn't want to leave. So we decided to come and save his poor soul. Oh, what a nice fella. The townsfolk may hate him, but he's still a servant of the crown. The rascal seems to have lost his marbles, though. Says he's waiting for someone. Well, screw him. We're hitting the road, and I advise you to do likewise. I'm going to enter the tower. You enter the tower as Hedasar's squad vanishes into the distance. Man, either that's a big-ass entrance, a long-ass entrance, or they're really slowly leaving, and you're just like, well, I'm gonna watch them, make sure that they don't interfere with the murder that's about to go down. Once inside, the massive door shuts behind you. You feel the presence of magic. And not just any magic, either. And not just human feces, either. More powerful than usual. Just like the feces. Okay, swears up a storm. Banging from the inside of the door from the outside, but even he is unable to break it. The window is similarly impenetrable. The web of witchery must run through the entire facility. You hear coughing and turn around abruptly. Because that dude was hiding behind the door. A man sits at the table in the corner that's piled with papers. This seems to be the Bernard you're looking for. I've been waiting for you right here, you know. And that damned hag tried to sour the mood, telling me you might not even turn up. Well, since you're here now, please have a seat. You asked the toll collector what it was that the old woman wanted to relay to you. Wanted to ask me to ask you a question. Or a few. Depends. If you answer correctly, you'll receive a reward. If you don't, you'll be penalized. Regardless, I'll show you what happened or didn't with the one you've been chasing, wherever you could have caught them. So, are you ready for my question? You examine the web of witchery and realize it can be broken. However, it'll cost a lot of strength. The spell is tied to Bernard, so you can try whacking him with your sword. Will you accept his challenge? What news or form will he share otherwise? I will try to answer the question. Don't get your knickers in a twist, it's easy if you got a good memory. Well, if not, that's on you. It's a really good life lesson. So I don't remember a lot of shit, so we're in trouble. Where did you find that first part of the phrase? That we cannot take, for there is no one else to take it. I'm gonna say the double men here. Where did you find the second part of the phrase? And if you do not burn out, carry it. This one's a bit harder. Albius. Well, he died. At least we lost a bit of the curse. I guess if we kept answering the questions properly, I would have done. Maybe it's somewhere here, the answer. I forgot. I don't remember. I only clicked Albius because I understand that was the word. I remembered that word, but we didn't get too much of the curse removed, but 4% is 4%. And we are going to have to let the reaping grow a little bit, I think. Too far. 80% too far. Too far, I think. Once we get to Apocalypse, some good things happen. But why would anything good happen? You see, we can just run around using Flame Blade, Flame Blade, Flame Blade, until the cows come home. Then we're all dead. All along the watchtower, we catch up to a band of Isanan bowmen and make camp together. I can find some old acquaintances, share some good memories with them, and the looming prospect of the battles to come eventually gives way to the daily hustle and bustle. The enticing smell of porridge made with hemp oil wafts from a bubbling kettle over the fire. We decide to rest. The Isanan bowmen happen to have a minstrel from the capital traveling with them. After dinner, a fellow removes the cover from his lute, which turns out to be completely out of tune, and hollers the Ballad of the 12 Heroes, equally slaughtering the words and melody. He sings some nonsense about a lovely lass and a mighty warrior who, met by the freemen heroes, fell in love and defeated no less than 24 reapers. You are furious at the fool who took it upon himself to alter the lyrics commemorating your fallen comrades. He's a horrible singer, too. I'll berate him. As the minstrel draws a deep breath to bleat out another verse of the hero's feats, you interrupt him with a hearty curse. The irritated singer asks you what's wrong. Everything, you tell him. His voice is instrument and, most importantly, butchering a beautiful song composed by a decent fellow. The minstrel bows mockingly. He claims that you're lying because the song is 600 years old and no one knows its original text. He suggests that you take his lute and show him how it's done. You accept the instrument, tune the strings, though it's been 30 years since you last played. When you strum the lute, the tune rolls and trills like a stream. The minstrel grows pale. You erupt into a song you composed after you cured your wounds and discovered that Amo is gone. That was the first thought in his head, like, oh my god, my emotions. I must make it a song. Which is, I guess, is how creative stuff works. You finish the ballad and your audience is completely silent. There's no trace of the minstrel. The women are immersed in thought. Some have turned away from you. Some can't hold back tears. You're in the wrong line of work, book lover, Ake whispers, shaking his head. You should be a singer. Believe it or not, I almost poured all my coins into your lap. One hand had to stop the other. Fortunately, I wasn't masturbating. If I were, the hand would have been busy. Opacum. Given. Should be fine. 83? That's a lot. You approach Opacum mesmerized, just like every other time you've seen the ancient fortress. Nothing has changed. Its walls and towers are sturdy as ever, and its dead menhir is still shrouded in mystery. However, it feels like dark clouds have settled over the fort. Dark clouds gather over Temeria. But fortunately, we've outpaced the Frisians, though you cannot hear the stampede of a moving army or smell their campfires. They are coming. Ake raises himself in the stirrups, eyes skyward, and explains, "O blessed Opacum, never have you been conquered by the enemy. Never was your gate smashed asunder. Never have you greeted a Reaper within. We've made plans. Frisians are not yet here. So basically, the Reaper's gonna break in. Thanks for shadowing. You shield your eyes. The shimmer of the Milky Mountains' snow peaks is blinding. While the banners adorning the fort are definitely Burkanan, so everything's in order. Let's see if there's someone to rival Orlok. By the way, Ake, the Reapers can manifest themselves in Opacum, only partially though. They won't have their full power. They'll look like you and me." Ake can't seem to calm down. "Let them. When I don't have my full strength nor my armor, I'm not too good a fighter. Could it be the same with Reapers? Do they look like normal humans that live normal lives between the reapings?" You smile alertly. If you only knew how right you are, Ake, and that you are precisely right. However, Reapers can easily charge themselves before you can put on your armor and ready your sword. So first, let's get inside the fortress, shall we? Hopefully, we can manage that. Your small company approaches a steep incline leading to the fort's main gate. You dismount and lead your heroes by their bridles, noticing watchmen observe you from their bastions. The gate remains shut until Ake bangs on its iron sheets with its fists and feet. Finally, the gate slowly opens, allowing you inside. The guards briskly lead you and Ake to the commander before you can even catch your breath. You note the undeniable purity of the place, and your blackened hand has stopped hurting. You brought before Stackhead Victi, who you glimpsed back in Oda. He's grown quite old since then, but hardly anyone would dare say that to his face. All the skill points. Who are you? Where are you headed? I'm checking the recording. Hey, I've seen you, big fellow. You're part of the Duranan Prince escort, right? It's you lot Cardinal Curlinzon's been telling me about? Yes, your grace. We're not exactly sure what the Cardinal told you. We've been sent after Thorn Brennan, and then when we found him, we immediately left him. Because we're slick. Been in hot pursuit since Albius. I'm not squad commander, though. Here he is, Baron Hopper Rowley of Raidona. I welcome you, Baron. Oh my god, the sniffles. You made it to Opacum quite a feat, considering the situation. Though Thorn Brennan still isn't in the fort. You've missed him, it seems. We've been following him, your great. Is Curlinzon waiting for your granddaughter in the fort, too? Why, though? Why would a temple servant need from my granddaughter? As far as I understand, he's here, waiting for the newly crowned Shrieg. No, I have no idea why a Duranan ruler would come here at all. I'm sorry, Your Grace. It's just that Cardinal Curlinzon has been quite upset over her fate. Perhaps Curlinzon isn't just a callous, insensitive, cold fish like the other temple servants. Or he just wanted to please me somehow. We've run into each other in Oda a couple of times. We've been following him, Your Grace. He dropped by Frigga looking for your grandson, but we don't know if he succeeded. There's many ways to Opacum from there. Perhaps we managed to outpace him. Probably did. I'd take a lot of rests. Well, I can only hope so. When I saw you leave that forest, my heart sank. Baron, from a distance, you looked like Thorn. And then I didn't see my grandfather with you. So I guess they're related, or something. Well, Your Grace, you can hardly mistake any of us for Gleda Bernin, can you? Will you let us stay in the fortress? Well, you can stay if you're not afraid of the 30 legions of Frisians coming here from the Berkanan Highway. Keep in mind, the food and water supply is only meant for the fortress's defenders. Then I request to be stationed by one of Opacum's battlements, provided I get my rations, or whatever you deem necessary, Your Grace. I think we're all ready to defend your fortress, Count. You should know I'm quite a skillful healer, and I can handle the sword well. Also, I'm melting from the inside from a curse. Krieg wouldn't hire you otherwise. Well, let it be. And we'll send someone to appoint you to your stations. The only thing for us to do is to await your orders. Nice talking, healer. Don't rely on me to find you a job. Look for something to do. That applies to you too, Ake. Only thing left to do is bow out. Seems like you're left to your own devices, at least until the siege, which I guess is the boss fight.
Could match your hopes. Yet you cannot control everything.
Thanks for the reminder, game. Also, the music appears to be playing over the dialogue, which is a little uncomfortable. Come on, give me a fight. Or not, I don't know. Oh god, the Strixus. Oh god, the Strixus is. I think we'll just stay with the wounds in case we have more wounds. Gleda! You approach your daughter. She clenches her teeth. Her tears flow uncontrollably, and you feel the horror that settled in her eyes, mixed with adamancy and strength. Tell me something about my brother now that he's dead. Something I don't know. Leaky said he looked like his grandfather. Mom said that, in terms of character, was the spitting image of Stackett Victi. Prideful, unyielding, ambitious, and honest. Yeah, your grandfather's like that. However, fate spares no one. I don't know if he'll get over his grandson's death. I always said he'll do as he pleases. What's scary about that? Has he ever wronged anyone? He never brought harm to me, never raised his voice as mom, and a smile never left his face. Now it is no more. I'm sorry I couldn't save him. I missed his infancy. I know, Grandpa sent you to war as Magnus was born, but I don't think he wanted you to die. Mom used to tell me that Grandpa hoped you'd attain glory and honor for our family. He'll bring glory to us all, and honor as well. Perhaps Max is 10 years older than you. Most of his time was far away, and now it feels like those years were stolen from me. Now, you're the most important thing, Leda. Just don't ask me to stay safe. Mac would have laughed at such a request. I won't, but I think you know what's on my mind. There are only 2 of us left. Hello, Brett. Oh yeah, you got a weird-ass locket. You think he was the one who was your benefactor? Maybe it's even my father. My mother told me never to bring him up. Even his name could put me in danger. That's why I know nothing about him. Did my phone just vibrate? It did not. I just heard something vibrate, which is very disconcerting. Even his name could put me in danger. That's why I know nothing about him. Even if he wasn't dead before, he probably is now. What's in the bundle? Dunno. Something heavy. Either stone or iron. Feels like a knife. Cuts like a knife. So I guess what's his name was like... It's not him. It was Eddard. The Eddard lookalike Drukut. The one that was like... one of them. An Orma? Alma? Amna? Umnus? Umbra. That's the one. Yeah, what piques my curiosity is who's after the thing more than what's inside. So it's got one of those super special killer knives, huh? Did you open the locket? Nah, I don't wanna. What if I cross paths with a mind-reading menace? Can't get manipulated if I don't know what's inside. Points at Temple. Even a month ago I'd have laughed in your face. But now, I'm inclined to agree. This Drukut was too quick. He saved your lives, Farn. Glad his life is less. You can't deflect a speeding bolt with a sword. Not even icons can do that. That leaves us to ponder who this Drukut even was. Alright, not tormenting you any longer, Brett. You're not tormenting me, Captain. I'm tormenting myself. And the reaping torments all of us, as does the unspoken will leading us through Verkana. It's me! I am the unspoken will! You felt that, didn't you? Vend is nigh. Soon we will uncover the truth. So I guess that's the game telling us it's almost over. Nothing to heal. Some guys to level up. I think just him, yeah. Bonus attack. That's fine. We have overhealed. Stupid twins continuing our journey. Eagle Ravine, back to Frigga? We're gonna go back to Frigga. Free Springs is where the crazy person was, so we're gonna avoid that. We're gonna go exactly the way we came. In the hopes that nothing bad happens to us further. Suddenly, Hode appears and what the fuck, Hode? He flails his arms and shouts, "Hot damn, I thought I wouldn't catch up to you. That lawn from Frigga wasn't lying. You're really here, and I got an official pardon. Stamped as required." You're not in the mood for laughter, but you still can't help but smile when you see Hode hug his friends, wink at Gleda, and bow before you. For a moment, it feels all the recent horrible incidents were only a dream, and you had just left Albius. Good to see you're in good health, friends. It's time we had some respite. What were you saying about a free pardon? I want to take my men to Apocum. Here it is. Well, you're still under investigation, Farn. Something crooked has happened with Stein and Albius. Still, everyone else is pardoned, no questions asked. You have nothing to worry about. We had no other choice. That settles it. Take care of yourself, alright, Hod? At least until you can make it to Apakam. A king's graces is akin to a vernal flower. One day it's there, then it gets a little cold, and now it's nowhere to be found. I won't be throwing myself on the blades and arrows, but I won't be hiding behind anyone's back, Iva. What are you worried about anyway? You're leading your squad to Apakam, and my father's in Highborg. You're oddly cheerful after such a serious injury. Well, some sorcery played its part there. First, this Ophelia used a healing spell on me, or so I am told. Then some mage or a scribe brought me to my senses. I paid a very steep price for that, though. My nanny gave her life for me. Well, I feel for you, but it seems like you are holding up. Your hands aren't shaking, your face has a lively color to it. You'll be carefully looked after now, replacement son. Why are you alone? Where's your escort? Yeah, they wouldn't let me go even with the squads. I ran away again. They probably organized the search by now. Not this, please. Oh my god, not this again. Looking at you, I wonder what kind of king you'd turn out to be with such a headstrong demeanor. Any news from Berkana? What news is there? Just the reaping. Frigg is to be abandoned. Our scouts say Frisian legions have been signed to Vale of Mercy, probably ready to attack Opakam. So we gotta hurry. Oh, and my grandfather died, so now my father is the king of Tirana. You're a crown prince, your highness. We're just your measly escorts wandering in a forest full of cutthroats and demons. I'd sooner feel calm escorting a wagon full of gold. We can talk endlessly, but we have to be on our way. Let's go, then. I'm not aiming to be the new leader of your group, Thorn. Consider me a common soldier. Such common soldiers usually come at a steep price. Oh, still, I'm happy to see you. You're good at knife throwing, aren't you? So throw them. Don't get into close quarters combat. You don't want Galetta to be orphaned, do you? Huh? I guess it implies that, you jump in a way to protect him. So that's fine. So we got Hode back, who I assume has some levels. Having made your way to the end of the ravine, you serve an old Gabon road. The area is a quarter league wide and packed with people all the way to the Vandal forest. Vandals, Gels, soldiers, bandits, vagabonds. All of them are venturing towards Frigga, holding their horses by the bridles and making clinging sounds. And I feel like they meant clinking, with their weapons and armor. This living deluge is unending, and everyone there is walking with their heads down, as if they're sleeping. No military governors or sergeants in sight. No songs or arguing can be heard. You have to stop your squad and hide until they've spotted you. Score looks around apprehensively and whispers into your back, irritated. It's sorcery, Fawn. Vile, horrible sorcery. Feel that pumping in your temples? If we get closer, we'll all become mindless cattle, dancing to our shepherd's tune. Although there is a way out. You wonder whether to leave it a score to help you avoid the deluge of people or just escape and wait it out. You don't know how many people remain. You're also not sure if Score will be able to help. I will defer to Score. You nod to Score and he starts bustling about. Give me a rope. We'll circle the squad with it. Everyone, get inside with your horses. And now, spray it with something. Water, wine, blood, piss. I don't care. Anything. Well, and a couple of words to round it all off. You hear some cryptic words and realize the noise in your head pipes down. Now you lead a squad inside a wet towing rope. You turn your head and whisper. Move quickly, but stay calm. Don't look him in the eye. Blend in and slowly head to the forest. Score warns you in a loud whisper. Don't look anyone in the eye, especially if you see the guide. Someone is controlling them. They're all under some sort of hex. This horrible hex slowly becomes a part of their being. No talking, the guide is almost here. Ah, Darpkal. Suddenly the rope burns in your hands. Gleda is moaning behind your back. You turn your head and see a reaper mounted on a gigantic horse. It's the same reaper who cast a curse in your whole town. Your heart is burning with hatred. You whisper your wife's name. Behind you, Gleda sighs in a subdued manner. Dad, don't look. Avert your gaze. If you look in the eye, you're done for. Nothing will save you. The rope is smoldering already as it is. Just don't look at the reaper. The monster's gray skin absorbs the sunlight. Its greasy hair falls down its shoulders like black snakes, and its foggy gaze apathetically scans people nearby. It sees them as nothing more than cattle. I like this effect. I actually really do like this. Ready to be butchered. It takes some effort to avert your gaze. The reaper rides past you. Only a couple dozen steps separate you from the monstrous leg protruding from a blood-soaked stirrup. Their terrifying horse lets out a formidable snore, but the reaper now passes your squad with a Vandal forest concealing you in its shadows as a saving grace. I'm gonna go to a village. Maybe there's something to buy there. And then the tar works. Alright. Let's not go to Robber's Track. That seems like where robbers hang out. And going to where robbers hang out is a good way to get yourself killed. You look around. Some landmarks are surprisingly familiar. You've been here with Krieger. Poor Krieger. You remember him mentioning a nearby grave. A battle site where a captain of the guard was buried. He is likely laid to rest with his weapons and captain's insignia. Tell companions about the captain. You recall everything you've heard about the Great Warrior. The story inspires your company. Great heroes have lived in the past, so more must come in the future. Empowered by new hope, you resume your journey. Oh, we got improved our morale. I'm gonna take a break. Take a look at anything maybe Hode has something to say or has a few levels. I'm pretty sure he's under-leveled now. Oh, Hode's got the levels. He's got the look. He's got 5 skill points. Subterfuge. What do you do again? What's your main killing skill? What would we usually use? Super increased health. So this is the combo for him. It's bloodletting into power strike. So we upgrade bloodletting and power strike. Call it a day. Lunge. I wish this had range or something. Yeah, that's not bad. Lower the cooldown. This one attack, this one cooldown. Subterfuge. What lunge and power strike and bloodletting. So that's the only thing we have to upgrade. I'm okay with it. So at least he stays relevant and he's extra tanky. At least that's the Fury. To the Barian. I mean, we could have avoided the Waterman here, which I feel like now I realize is probably a good idea. Holy shit, Pat, what have you done? A stranger appears from the roadside bush and signals you to halt. You're Birkin, aren't you? I'm Danelle. I got something for sale, just things I've found. You interested? Yes. I would like more Strixes, please. Strixes. I want more Strixes, please. More Strixes are good. Give me Strixes now. Not a lot of Strixes here. That's very disappointing. Stuns around a party member and increases attack by 5. No. That's not bad, but it's also not that amazing. I love Distortion. Oh, wow. It only swaps health and energy for bad guys? That might be worth buying. Health plus 10 is also good. Rusty Arrowhead. They plus minus energy hurts. I'm gonna buy this just in case, like, we get the opportunity to use more of them. Bye! Yeah, I'm not going to the Waterman here. That seems like one of those bad ideas. To the Witch's Fell, then. We know what's there. We saw it. I am not running into that fucking trap. I know the score here. You make camp during the day to get some rest. You take the first watch. Before long, a party of Frisians approaches. They are few in number, but is it wise to pick a fight? Walking back to camp, you spot a ravine sloping gently downward. You could hide there if you wanted to. I'm gonna fight for Northerners. Frisians faster than you fought. Everyone's angry and wants to fight. Okay, so who do you want to level up? Fisk, let's go. Yeah, this is fine. Oh, 5. Ugh. Brett doesn't need a level, but I also want range. So this is what we're gonna go with. Okay, go your more energy for you. More health for Farn. Farn's actually not that tough. And a rune of flame for you. More energy for you. He doesn't actually need that much energy, so maybe not the Dreamcatcher. Fisk. You should use that. So what did we remove? The rune of flame plus 1 attack. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, guys. I mean, boys. I thought of the word guys and the word boys and ended up with guys. It's very strange, believe you me. So some concerns here. They have ranged dudes. So this is probably fine. We can try to draw them here, make them shoot to the right. This is okay. This is okay. This positioning is probably okay. Let's look at your range. I'm gonna walk over there and anchor and armor up. I think here is fine. What's our armor? Increase defense by 4. You don't need to do that yet. I want to choke this guy. Those guys are the heavy hitters, those are the strikers, and if we can deal with our strikers. Aha! Cards, huh? I've got those too. Yeah, we could just use the defensive abilities right now, but I'm okay with just making them make the first move. First to blink loses. Not a bad position for him to be in. Who needs energy? I guess you could use energy. 17 attack! What the fuck? I'm having trouble with words. I was thinking the word fisk and fuck, and I was like, yep, that's the word we're looking for. Fusk. We can't kill him, which means going that far ahead is a little too dangerous for me. But what is safe for us to do is go here. And armor up. Because none of them can reach us, I think. Slow. Sup is slow, but that's okay. We don't need Sup to be fast. Take one step, and then again. So you can run here and take a shot at him. That's not bad. No, what's the range in this thing? No, cancel, cancel, cancel. There we go. What's the range in this thing? 3, so you need to go here, and you can't reach it with that. So what we're gonna do instead is give this guy the buff. The Jimmy Buffington. Whee! 11. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of attack. What do you do if you die? Because I'm almost certain I can kill you. You think we should? Where do you even go? You go here, which means they might be able to reach you. Let's give ourselves some defense. Time for a Jimmy Buffington snipe. Bye. You walk funny, man. Well, I'm not sure you're supposed to walk like that, but I mean, I'm no archer. If I were summoned in Fate, I wouldn't be an archer. I'd be like one of them shit classes. Why is your health so low? What did I hit you with? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 squares, right? So there's no way you can reach that. Increase defense by 7. And rush this guy down. Do you have any energy related abilities? Yeah, you do, but you're never gonna get to use them. Long poke. Hiya! Then you're gonna try to shoot me? No, you're not even gonna reach me. Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. I should not have done that. Yeah, we couldn't reach them anyway, but we can put ourselves in a more aggressive position, which we're gonna do here. That is the most awkward walking animation I've seen in a long time, and I've seen awkward walking animations, my man. Damn you. Don't line up. We're gonna get our action soon anyway, so going here is okay because we can threaten that guy. I would really very much like to threaten that guy. But unfortunately, the game doesn't appear to want us to go there. There we go. Because the interface doesn't let you click through stuff. It's okay. There's no problems here. I'd like to eliminate threats to this guy. We can't reach him. So that guy's done already. Don't line up. That's silly. Nah, let's just kill him. This guy's a much better target for this. We don't line up and we remove actions. Well, I mean, he's gonna bite the big one, but nobody ever bites the big one here. We're just wounded. Him, I want to go after the archer. Unfortunately, we can't reach the archer. Is there anybody who can? No, nobody can reach the archer. Guess we're just gonna have to pummel this archer. Increase counterattack or increase defense. Both kill him. So we're gonna increase our defense. Make ourselves a nice, juicy target. Yeah, he's gonna poke that. Absolutely fine. And then Fisk can kill this guy before anything bad happens to him. And increases defense by 7 again. Cooldown at 1. Because this guy can punch through his armor relatively easily. So if we punch him out, we should be fine. Magic Stab. Stab Farn again because he's the nearest dude. Thank you, predictable AI. And then this guy gets to business. Twirly twirl. Twirl that sword, my man. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Bloodletting! Bloodletting! Also, if we gain 15 HP by punching people, that seems amazing. Man, Farn is tanking for us. Like, he does nothing else but tank. And you will do nothing but die. Fig Fury Strike kills him, yeah. And we increase our attack. Armor up! Oh, that's a big attack. Please don't kill Fisk. The fuck are you doing? Okay, so we got some problems. He might go down, which is actually okay. We don't have to worry about it. And we have no other actions but this. Hopefully that's enough, but these guys are probably going to go after the armor. Or, I mean, he might also do nothing. Well, snipey all day, all nighty. Thanks for the freebie, son. Oh, okay, I thought he was dead. Oh, he's just 1 wounded? Is he wounded? Well, we got 10 Strix's money and some reaping cards, so... yeah, that's good. And levels. Levels are important. I also don't think it cost us, like, a day. After the skirmish, you roll the Frisians' bodies into a ditch. More Northerners might patrol the road, and it's best to stay ignorant of their fellow soldiers' fate. As the threat of battle fades, it's replaced by doubt. The skirmish could have drawn the attention of larger Frisian forces. Luck might be on your side today, but your companions don't need a mad commander. Maybe they do, Millhouse. Maybe they do. I just fell. Let's keep going. Yeah, I know it's a bit more expensive, but I'd rather not run into this fucking nightmare right here. Also go to a derelict prison, who knows what we'll find there. A man in ragged clothes sits beside the road. You try to ride past, but he suddenly leaps up, clutches at your stirrup, and mumbles something, frantically pointing at that roadside boulder. Vacant eyes, foam rimming his lips. He's clearly out of his mind. You decipher one word. Dig. Yeah, sure, I'll dig. On a whim, you tell your party to dismount and dig under the boulder. The fool leaps about happily. It takes about an hour to realize that you're wasting your time. The looks you get from your companions tell you they agree. A peasant approaches you. Drawing closer, he bows and introduces himself. Forgive me, kind master. Would you mind taking Lure home? I am Storn from the Ironmonger's village a couple leagues to the west. This fellow here is our village fool. Likes this boulder for some reason. Just cannot stay away from it. You regard Lure with a mix of frustration and pity. Next, you face the peasant. My fame is Farn Blennon. Go ahead, take him wherever you want. But dare I say, you're not watching him closely enough, Storn. He gestures helplessly. He's cunning, this one, never mind his sanity. Just like his father. He was a captain of the guard and came to our village from the city when he retired. His ailing son came with him. We look after Lure out of respect for his father, a good and decent man. You nod and Storn takes Lure's arm. Lure turns suddenly, slipping something metal into your hand. When the fool and his guardian disappear down the road, you examine the gift. It's a Captain Saxinia with a Strix. I'll call that well worth it. I mean, we essentially traded our morale for Strixes, and I mean, average morale is okay morale. This close to Opacum, you're likely to run into a Frisian patrol, so when you spot a group of armed men about to set up camp, you get ready for battle. Luckily, it's a band of Burkanan mercenaries serving one of the local lords. They're no less relieved when they realize you're not the Frisians. And on their recommendation, you seek out a camp follower by the name of M. She has several trophies for sale. Their provenance is suspicious at best, but beggars can't be choosers. Helm, what do you think? Helm racks his memory and talks to the soldiers to get a sense of the group. It turns out to be a new formation with no reputation yet. M realizes that your command's a mercenary too, and offers to lower prices. Look at the trophies. More Strixes. I want more Strixes. Give me Strixes. I love energy strict consumption -1. Sure. Will steal. That could actually be super critical. Increase defense for both sides. Swap. Sure, I'll get the swap stuff. Well of energy doesn't really interest me that much. And we're good. No need to rob the fella. You wish the mercenaries luck and set up your camp as far away from them as possible. You treat the night watch more seriously than ever. Despite your worries, there's no trouble. However, the mercenaries didn't intend to kill you, or simply couldn't find you in the woods. Riverside track. Oh god, I didn't want to go to the waterman here. There's a path here. There's the poacher's path. I did that just to avoid that. Oh no, damn you, game. Score points is an odd structure of stone and branches. This looks like a local shrine, a receptacle, hey, for offerings. If you don't have a proper temple, you can heap offerings in places like this. The priests don't collect them here though, or do so rarely. You come closer and see a simple altar. Different tools are laid out on top, as well as platefuls of pies, and a rope bracelet with 5 Del Strixes. You're surprised they haven't been stolen. The nearest settlement must be rather far, explaining the need for an altar. Leave the offerings where they are. You're about to leave when a group of locals wanders into sight. They look mildly interested. And say goodbye and leave. I am not messing with them. It's an offering, people have sadness, and I mean, we really probably could use all those Strixes, especially since we're about to get wounded as fuck, but we do things the right way where I come from. We're forced into the men here. I was hoping to avoid this. This lake in the heart of the Vendel forest is well known, but nobody knows why the ruins of Vendel Island and its center are called the Temple of the Watermen here. There are plenty of rocks jutting out from the surface, but not one of them looks like a men here. These lands have become like a home for bandits, but there had been many pilgrims here, and even in safer times. Score leaps off his mount, grabs the reins, and grumbles. Where is this man here? From what I've heard, it's supposed to be on an island, but all I see are ruins. Do I have to go up every stone now? I'm not going to the water. I can't swim, and I hate it when it's wet. Still grumbling, Score steps out on the bridge, slips on the wet moss, and all but falls into a mud hole. Instead of swearing, he lets out a cry of joy. It's under our feet. It's clean. I stepped on it, and I didn't die. Just felt better. You let out a sigh of relief. Gods be praised, but why is it clean? Could running water be washing away the poison? In any case, we should not linger, but we'll have a short rest on the island. Bring in the horses, stay together, and keep your senses sharp. No yelling. Sound travels far along water. Prepare to rest. I will not have him touch the men here. Once on the island, Gletta calls out, Father, look, there's a fresh grave but has no name. Only the slab of stone from the ruins of the partial inscription. You will not keep misfortune away. What does it mean? You wonder about this too, but not for long as you hear branches crunching. Mabuk, the leader of the cannibals, emerges from the woods, panting. As you reach for your weapon, Mabuk puts his hands in the air and cries out in pure Bacan, Thorn, wait, listen to me first. Something in the cannibal's manner doesn't match and seems remotely familiar. If this is still Mabuk, something incredible has happened to him. You decide to let the Vendel speak and lure him closer that you won't have to chase him through the forest afterwards. You killed my son. What do you want, cannibal? Why are you telling us? You've been following us from the White Tower. Are you hungry? How about a taste of steel? You remember what Drukit said. Open the locket. Just don't take it off, just look inside. You'll find a portrait and a name. Elsker. That's right, my mother's name and portrait. Where did Drukit get this locket, and how did you learn of it? Now time to explain. Yes, there is. You don't need to know everything for your own safety. I will tell you one thing. Don't remove the locket. It can protect you. As for the knife, you'll have to surrender it to me. It's not for you to wield. So you're not a cannibal? Who are you then? Trust me, the Mabok that was taunting you no longer exists. All that's left is this monstrous vessel which you see now. It serves Drukit's sorcery. I bet that the Mabok the White Tower has never heard of Rex's mother. It's hard to imagine sorcery that does not die with a sorcerer, but no one knew my mother's real name, apart from herself, myself, and my father, who I never got to meet. What do you know about Brett's father? I know quite a bit. Brett himself knows bits and pieces. His father always remembered his son and the woman who had born him. Brett's desire to meet him equaled his father's pain of not being able to let it happen. And it's true, I always had help, though it came in secret for the other people. It didn't make my mother's tears any sweeter, though. I was threatening him. Your father was a special man. He had, and still had, special enemies. They hunt people like you because they don't want your father's kind to leave offspring. These enemies are lethal. You know them as the Reapers. So he's an Umbra kid. As if the reaping led by the same Reapers, from what I understand, wasn't bad enough, I'm getting my own private reaping. Is there anything else Brett should know? You cannot go past the watermen here. This is the only place where you can cleanse yourself of the abominable sorcery that saturates the woods. You can catch your breath here, but you need to get to Opakan quickly. It's a clean place. There everything shall be decided. For now, just toss me the knife. Wait. What shall we decide in Apacum? You can't be talking about the war. We are no army. What can we do? Why do I have a feeling that something is driving me and my daughter to Apacum? Sometimes one man is worth an entire army. There must be a reason why the Reapers are hunting the progeny of Drukit and his kind. You should go to Apacum. He's Drukit. I will certainly come too, or send someone in my stead like Drukit did. Some battles cannot be avoided. Well, what do you think? So he's Drukit. Suddenly, Mabok falters, and you feel a strange numbness creeping over you. Your throat becomes dry in a flash. It feels very much like the spring equinox in the Albius city square. A silhouette appears before you. Ah, you see, I needed some peace and quiet to do my work. Pilgrims rarely visit this place, and then I ran into you. What are you doing here? Yes. What business of yours is that? Are you like Adna, perhaps, exterminating Umbra's seeds so we don't disperse? What are you plotting this time? You wouldn't. It's Quarboff. Well, it's Quarboff. What kind of Umbra are you? A reveler in a wastrel. A human lover. I know all about you, Drukit, now a Vandal lubber with blood-crusted lips. Aren't you sick of dressing up? No. I'm more interested in your companion. Who are you, stranger? Don't you realize yet, soldier? Or have your undergarments not been glued to your skin with sweat? If not, ask your black-skinned friend. I've been meaning to ask, Quarboff. Have you ever inhabited a woman's body? Foreign, this is Nakoma, adept at nasty tricks and a master of torture. Sometimes he looks different. Then he is called a Reaper. One of the Reapers. What do you want from me? What if I tell you that you are a plaything of fate? What if I tell you that you were bred for this reaping? What if I tell you that your entire life had been a prelude to our meeting? Were you perhaps thinking the reaping had begun obvious by accident? So, I'm sensing an Urza's Machination style thing here. Like Urza's Legacy? Like the crew of the Weverlight was like basically engineered to fight the Federactions? Yeah, I'm getting a very Urza vibe here. That didn't end well for Urza. You cannot trust him, Farn. He is a deft-handed blending truths with lies. Even those who read your past like an open book cannot know the future. What do you want from our land? The land is no longer yours, and hasn't been for a while. Soon you will see for yourself. Don't worry. There is room for your bones in it. Don't you know, the ampler the reaping, the richer the fields. Leave him alone, Atrak. You gave out my name. I'm giving out yours. If you're meant to kill them, you would have already done it. So do not mock us any further. I cannot afford time on small talk. He will not leave until he gets what he wants. What do you want, Atrak? As if you didn't know what I normally want from mortals. The pain, the grief, the unbearable suffering. You're suffering, but this time I don't want anything from these people. Quite the opposite. I mean them well. What do you say, Captain? Will you accept a kind deed from me? I won't accept anything from a stranger. You don't have to accept anything from strangers, but strangers have the power to take away what you cherish most. Your daughter, for example. Doesn't my opinion count at all? What if I don't want to be taken? Just try me. You'll get the steel splinter where you feel it the most. You amuse me, girl. You have yet to learn that the pheasant's talons and the color of his plumage mean nothing when brought into the kitchen. Still a long way to the kitchen, I admit. We'll see what you're capable of. And you, Mabok, freeze. This is not your game, so don't meddle in it. Mabok freezes again, tries to move, and finds himself unable to lift a finger. In a hoarse voice, he whispers, "Only Apacum can save you. Only Apacum." You grab your sword and watch in horror as Nakoma vanishes into Vinyaran, and a band of Gels emerges out of the Fearwood. You have no choice but to stand your ground. To arms! You are under attack. As they cross the bridge, some Gels suddenly stop and shake their heads. It seems the stone has lifted from them the charm that was forcing them to obey the Reaper. They come to their senses, looking around surprised, and disappear, retreating into the woods. The remaining men attack you. Oh, because we haven't touched the men here yet. That's probably why, we could recover quickly. So, Superman, let's go with a super plan. Plus attack, increase damage, +2 to defense, plus -1 cooldown and shelter. Cooldown 1 and shelter. That's actually pretty good. +7's fine. Yeah, I don't want to use that interface. That interface is too fucky for me. -2 to energy cost, increases counterattack. Not really that interested. +2 walking. +2 walking gives us more positioning power. Fisk is a fucking beast and needs to walk faster. Alright, who's low on levels? You? I'm good with this. I am good with this setup. Look for new items. I guess we'll put that in Brett. Hey, Brett. Attract any bullets yet? Alright, let's fucking go. Square has a healing bag. Alright, I don't know what gills are, but I think they're the ones with the axes. Awkward, awkward, awkward. Axe throw. Dun 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 dun. They don't have any line punish, so they're gonna be fucked. Also, we don't have a lot of health. Alright, let's buff you up. And for them to come to us. I'm pretty sure we'll get first strike, which is fine. That's the prerogative of anybody with range. Can't reach. Can reach? Holy fuck. Well, let's reduce his energy by... this guy's energy by 10. I mean health. That's what I meant. They're positioning themselves well, but we have like card artillery, so they've got problems. Anything else we can do to buff up? We can run in here, but I don't trust... they've got a lot of attack on them. No, not that. Give me the health. Whammy! Also, his energy is back. Look, you fuckos have to move closer at some point. Okay. I'll do it. Just give me like a second. He's got 20 attack. I think these two will die. Can barely reach anyone. But this is fine. Increase defense by 8. Run over here. Well, we haven't gone for a 2-for skewer yet, and now's probably a good time for it. I run out of the lane. Yeah, let's do it. Removing their energy is super important. Now we can't do anything special, which limits the amount of damage they can actually do to us. And now putting him here, that's our bad boy here, go to town. Increase defense by 5. Unfortunately, we can't kill him. We only bring him down to 4. So what we're instead gonna do is just pummel him into submission and increase our attack at the same time, which is an efficient way of doing things. Awkward hip thrusting. Very awkward. Ooh, 5. What a man. Tell you what, why don't you get sniped on? I don't even have to move. No more. Ah, they're getting stronger. Man, people want him. Oh, Farn. You can't hit anything right now because of our positioning. That does end our turn, so what we're gonna do is instead just ruin his day. Increase defense by 3. I'll increase defense by 3. He's got a lot of health, to be sure. But he also got no energy, and I really just wanted the positioning and to spend our turn. I'm not even sure he can contribute right now. Do you have anything else to play? Nah, we don't. Run! So hitting the guy for 7 isn't that great. We don't have a lot of good options. So we're just gonna help lower this guy's health or something. Yeah, that's fine. 7 armor, huh? Miss Helm. Well, if you can move here, we can feel a wee bit stompy. But it does hit everybody, which is not fantastic. So we can try to deny this action, but there's really not a lot they can do. I think we can kill him. No, we can't kill him. This guy is also hard to ask, even for people such as us. I mean, I can hit for 40, so we're probably gonna do that. Can you kill him? Yeah, let's one-shot him. And give ourselves a ton of defense. Get stabbed on, son. Now he's got 16 armor. What can men do against such reckless hatred? Highest attack is this guy. So we're gonna kill him. Not that I'm a fan of Power Strike right now. Can we kill anybody with Power Strike? Yeah, you know what? Let's kill this dude. Yeah, see? Crab walks, eh? Wouldn't be surprised if we go straight for him, but that's okay. I feel like they won't, because this guy's right beside him. Yeah, he's weird like that. He still got 7 armor. But I'm pretty sure Onslaught ruins your day. Whammy! Fisk the tank! Fisk the tank! If you can kill him, we'll have you do it. You can kill him. Almost certainly. I think we want this guy dead, though. Yeah, I want this guy dead more than this guy. Because he's got energy. And more armor. So this guy is in a bit of a pickle in that he's about to get absolutely trashed. I want to go here to deny actions. Yes. Gentle shove from Thorn. The fuck? Oh, he gets plus 10 attack. Which isn't fantastic, by the way. But, I mean, now we're just gonna absorb his power. Your soul is mine. Whammy. Oh, 150 Strixes. Don't mind if I do. Oh, I got levels. Finally, what's his name got a level. The battle is over. The girls' corpses are drifting in the lake like gruesome floats. Water rinses off the blood off the bridge. You wipe your blade with a cloth and turn around. Let's leave this cursed place. Mabok, what's wrong? Mabok shakes his hand and makes a gesture of resignation. Nothing. I'm leaving. I don't want to draw calamity towards you. You should leave too. We'll reach you anywhere apart from Apakum. You lock gazes with your daughter who looks strangely numb. Gleda, what's wrong? We're in a hurry. What if it's a malicious force that's driving us to Apakum? Is it salvation the fortress holds or peril? Whatever it is, we need to get into that fortress. We need to leave immediately. Let's sell the horses.
Can't be blamed, nor the victors forgiven.
Shadow Clan's code. Ah, I fucking knew it. Shadow Clan, yeah. Oh yeah, Shadow Clan. Oh yeah, anime. Oh yeah, self-insert. The long journey is coming to... Oh, we reached Apakum. You hear armor clanging and wheel axles squeaking. The Frisian legions are on the move. Apakum lies before you, the dead menhir sticking out like a rotten tooth from between its towering bastions. Their great ancestress can barely hold body and soul together. As the fortress draws closer, she seems like a condemned approaching the scaffold. She's about to collapse. She notices your eyes upon her. Keep going, Icon. We're almost there. Don't worry about me. I'm weak, but still standing. This magic has sense. It doesn't originate from Apakum, but from the reaping itself. It cannot get in, so it surrounded the fortress like an invisible rampart. I'll support her. You stop to wait for Anna, then nodding courteously, take her by the arm. You immediately feel a terrible weight pressing down on you. Your vision goes dark, and you can barely hold on to consciousness. Amma sneers. This burden isn't meant for your shoulders, Icon. Even a warrior of peace can't carry this weight. I'll manage. Keep an eye on the road. You turn to hear the sound of hooves approaching. A band of Birkin soldiers rounds the bend. They're obviously being pursued. You turn to meet the pursuers and see several girls hiding in the forest. There's also a Burkan novel, kneeling in the dust beside a fallen warrior. This is your ticket to Apakum. I mean... We don't have to bring them in, but I am going to bring them in. Bala needs a level. Sorry, Swarty. We're keeping Reet because I like my range. Nice front-loaded line we got here, but that's okay. Swarty, Candy. Sure. Sorry, Doom. So we got Rune of Wisdom, we got... Swarty can put Disenchant, who I don't trust. Health minus 5 isn't really that appealing to me. I think we've sorted out our deck. Blast to Air. 4. Wow. A lot of these cards seem really useful if fights go long. So I guess in a more difficult setting, that's where they should be. But Lofeng's level 9 and he's a fucking beast. So that's what we're gonna, that's what we're bringing to the party now. Nobody's wounded. So let's go and start getting ourselves some levels. Yeah, we're supposed to end the episode, but it didn't really give us room to end the episode. So Lofeng solos the shit out of the right side, while the rest of you try to handle this. Or Lofeng solos the shit out of this side, and the rest of you handle this. 22, kind of a lot of HP actually. You know what? Let's not fucking split the forces. Let's not fucking split the team. How about that? These guys are gonna take forever to get here. Which means we are free to pummel the shit out of them. How about we just create like an impenetrable wall of murder? How is that for a goddamn plan, Pat? Sunburn. Wait, to the gods. I want to create energy. You want dry tar? So we don't get shredded. I'm gonna go here and kill these two. Not sunburn. There we go. And sudden abyss. Wham! 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 Now Bala can handle this, who is certainly about to move next. Technically, we didn't need anybody here, which is fine. And you, my friend, now you're a beast. Bala is a bigger beast, though. Let's increase our armor. I don't know if we should be moving our front line this direction, though. But here we are, we're doing it. You are no Fisk, but you're alright. Oh, dick jab! Certainly the most powerful of jabs. The dick should be doing it. Oh god, he's gonna kill himself. Jesus Christ, how much damage was... You're dead already. Like, this... Oh, he's not dead. He's not dead. He's only mostly dead. Don't worry about it. I'm okay with just giving him the old snipey snipes from here. So we can position our meleeers more aggressively. I see he's using cards and the game is neglecting to show us how those cards are being used, which is fantastic. I don't think they can reach us. No, they can't. Okay, just end your turn. No need to do this. Increasing our health to reduce our health by almost 1/3 value is pretty silly. I gotta say, game, that's pretty stupid. Stuns target. Touch of Chaos, just to pass return. That gets really stupid. It's not a good ability. We need to upgrade it if we want it to matter. Okay, so now they can reach us, which means we need to start positioning ourselves more aggressively and prepare for the defense. Because unfortunately, I think they're going to get first strike. Unless we're very, very careful or we're very, very lucky. And I don't think he can actually reach them from there. So here is fine. We don't need to do anything? We don't need to do anything. Now we got our turns back, so it really depends on how silly these guys are going to be. Okay, so we're threatened. We are absolutely threatened for now. So if we can start sniping people down, that would be fantastic. You're probably the first on my shit list. I can't snipe anyone down. Not yet, anyway. Burning Souls. Okay, we want them to come closer to us. But I also want to strike first. Increasing our walking distance doesn't do a lot. This guy does not actually get to do a lot either. So we gotta sacrifice somebody, and whoever it be this bitch. This is probably okay. Head straight for the head. Okay. So you can reach you. Everyone's gonna throw axes next turn. So we got some problems. Yes. No Feng doesn't need the power. We don't need the energy right now, and it really puts them into killings. Really endangers them. You're gonna get hit, which is fine. Tough up. Oh, that's a concern. We're gonna armor up a little. And we're gonna give him the beating of a lifetime. Anything that gives us armor? It's unfortunately not. But at least we got our armor back up to 2. Well, they're getting madder and they all have 18 attacks, so pretty much anybody we look at will die. Except you, apparently. Okay. 9 damage, reducing the attack of an enemy by 1. Increase counter attack. Getting the old Jabberoo. Hopefully this will present them with a more tempting target than our dear old smashy lady. Hit me. Nice shot. Gotta say, that was the correct move. I can't blame you for that. But you are gonna pay for it. Dagger, dagger, dagger. This guy has 20 attack. Like, that guy does not have enough attack to make this okay. I'm only doing this because I want to run closer to him. And the 42 armor should protect us. Any one of us can kill it if we could fucking reach it, but we're out of actions. Also, that kills one of us. Stun doesn't matter. But just stay here. We don't need you to act. Well, suicide by cop is a thing they can do. That was weird. At least only one person died. Or went down. And that's fine. Get levels so I don't have to use you? Nope, only Lo Feng deserves levels. You hold back the gills, giving the Burkhan detachment enough time to reach for safety to the fortress. Amma is unhurt, but she looks like she might faint. After tending to her, you turn your attention to the 2 remaining Burkhans. One of them has been struck down by an arrow. The other, dressed like an aristocrat, is beside himself with grief. Reet rushes to the wounded man before you can ask. She kneels beside him and waves to you reassuringly. He's alive. He's bleeding, but not much. No need to worry. The gale's gotten much worse. I'll help him. The Heiderlig sounds familiar. Gods be praised. This man is long. Oh, it's the prince! My faithful guard commander of many years. I'm Heiderling, Prince of Isana, and I'm exceptionally grateful for your help. You tell the prince nothing, and Reed tries to smooth over the awkwardness with a little bow. Your Highness, we mean no disrespect. Our leader is from the Shadow Clan. Warriors like him are very reserved. I'd be surprised if he says a single word. Show respect. I'm honored I've been able to help the royal house of Isana. Heiderling gestures apologetically. Well, you're the first Akon I've ever seen. I just have one question. How can I repay your kindness? With 1,000,000 strixes! Reed looks at you, then Heiderling. Well, Your Highness, we need to get to Opakum. We're escorting a woman. A healer. She's headed to the dead men here. Heiderling eyes you suspiciously, then nods. You don't need to enter the fortress to touch the dead men here, but I'll see to your request. You fought well, and I owe you. The wounded soldier stares. Reed smiles triumphantly, and Prince Heiderling sighs in relief. Your expression remains impassive, piquing his curiosity. The skirmish confirms all rumors of the icons are true. Had your island been a bit larger, you could have subjugated all of Terminum. Do you have a question? You have at least until my guard realizes I'm missing. We're in for a haranguing. Should a warrior flee from the enemy? A ruler is the heart of his kingdom. A king without an army is like a swordsman without armor. There's no shame in fleeing to protect what's most important. Is Opakum the only safe place? Opakum has never fallen into enemy hands. We also say the reaping has less power over it. Opakum isn't some hole in the ground, though. It's a fortress, and the enemy will die in the shadow of its walls. Oh, what's Burkana didn't do about it? Burkana will go to war. And we're trying to stop the enemy forces before they reach our lands. Opakum is our outpost in Gawan territory. I have nothing further, Your Honor. I have a question for you, then. Your healer must be knowledgeable and renowned to warrant an icon bodyguard. Can she speed up my guard commander's recovery? She's barely alive herself. I hope that everyone finds help in Opakum. A healer is indeed knowledgeable, but she's exhausted from traveling. Your man is only lightly wounded and will recover soon enough. Oh, your guards are finally looking for you. Stupid fools are too late, but I'll have a chance to cleanse their shame with blood, fighting on the walls of Opacum. Following me, the Frisian approaches, and I don't want to encounter them outside the walls.
A pearl grows to protect the oyster from dirt. Doesn't the dream of freedom do the same thing in the soul of a slave?
I have to Google that. Also, we're stuck in a loop in that the game won't let us go. Please let me go. I want to save. I have other stuff to do today. Also, the internet is still down, which is fine, so I guess this is working. Alright, we're free. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, you can subscribe to the Dark Fluffy Cloud channel so you don't miss a thing. While waiting for your next episode, you can like the video, you can share it, you can leave a comment, you can do all those nice things and more, but you don't have to do anything because I'm not the boss of you who I am as Patinator now. See you later. Oh wait, it didn't actually end the video.